Throw gang, welcome to the afters. This week we are fucking around and getting silly with Jimmy, with Larry, after our great, fantastic, racially tinged pod with Mark Anthony Green, the writer and director of Opus. James, how the hell are you? How do you do these?
I think that's about right. I don't really know. I just I sever myself.
It's like riding a bike, dude.
I sever myself and I just do it. And then I wake up and I'm riding home to Greenpoint.
The subway doors are what severs you.
Yeah. Also, this was an early one, but let's start some fit checks.
Yeah. Why don't you start, buddy? Like you do every week.
I'm wearing On the Feet studio. Wait, you start every week.
No, I'm making it as if from you.
Oh. Studio Nicholson shoes.
Inside Jim Malkovich.
Bumba socks.
Oh shit.
What?
Just keep it pushing. That's crazy that you should have been like, I'm wearing them.
I think I did say that.
Oh, you did? My bad.
Wait, why?
Because of what we were just talking about, but when Mag left.
Bumba socks. MF Pen trousers. A vintage Elton John by Gianni Versace tour tee.
Yeah.
From I think 95?
He would have been alive, right? Johnny?
World tour?
No, he was dead before.
Oh, no, sorry. Styled by Gianni Versace. I'll show you the back. I don't know if it says on the back or anything.
Versace died July 15th,
right?
1997.
97?
July 10th.
Say the year on here?
Hold on, I'm looking. No, it doesn't.
Oh.
Oh, there should be a copyright under the graphic.
Anything?
There should be.
Oh, no, pretty old.
That's sick to you, dude.
Thanks. I think I got it from Inshore. No, I think I got it from Leisure Center.
You didn't buy it from Elton John's eBay page? We haven't talked about that.
I did not, but that was what a fucking auction. It's still going?
Yeah,
right?
it was. I think it's going for a couple more days.
Who knew that Elton John was such a collection of Nike performance hats?
Well, it's funny because I think of Elton John as like when I think of him, I think of the Gucci'd out Elton John. And obviously there's some Gucci in there. But yeah, dude, this man has always loved fashion and was a big fitsman and Nike, Prada.
Did you have a favorite piece? I barely put a dent in the scrolling through the whole collection or auction.
I'm just laughing at you calling the Prada shoes they're from the Mask.
Yeah, the Mask Prada shoes. I like the Miu Miu sneakers with like the treaded kind of like almost like a driving mock slipper sole.
Yeah, looks like something Luigi would wear to court.
Yeah.
I love seeing old Miu Miu menswear because as we've talked about with
Mr. Hudnut,
that shit is just like rare and they stopped making it. And even if like the shit is back in a unisex workwear way, those are grails for a lot of people.
Yeah.
If you wear the same size shoe as Elton John, check it out.
Big robesman.
Yeah.
Huge collection of bathrobes.
He's Elton John, bro.
Is he known for his bathrobes? I thought that was more of like a Liberace thing.
Oh, I think it's a gay guy thing.
Gays love to lounge, I guess.
Rocket Man. Actually, Chuck, throw some Rocket Man under this shit.
Featuring Young Thug.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
High. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I don't think anyone in our world is going to actually purchase anything because I think it's going to go to like actual collectors and actual like rich fashion people.
Yeah, probably. Presumably.
I don't think that, Jacob Gallagher is going to lowball his way into a Prada hat. He
was the high bidder for all of 10 minutes on a Prada bucket hat, I believe, is what he was telling us. So
yeah.
I think it's pretty competitive, dude, to get. These are real pieces of authenticated memorabilia from the closet of the Rocket Man himself. I don't think that many of them are going to go for cheap.
Rocket Man resale.
Is it, what is it? Is it underscores or if anyone wants to check it out? It's over. Because it's over. You are hearing this on March 13th.
Wait, when did this? Because he did this in June 24.
Really?
Yeah.
He's got so much shit.
I know. Well, he's also dying soon, right?
Whoa.
He is.
Is he?
He's mad old. And I think he's very sick. And I think he's blind. He's blind.
He's ass cancer?
He's like John Malkovich. He's blind.
Dude, the Malkovich. I could do my fit check, but.
We're not done yet. Okay.
My bad.
Elton John, red tee, very on trend.
Mm-hmm.
Underneath the
red and yellow.
Underneath the orally, I think this is a Skipper polo, cashmere. And then a hat because it is a balmy high of 52, I think today.
Mm-hmm.
Our Legace Workshop X evac jacket that I copped at the Milan Workshop pop-up. So I think they overdyed it. I think that when they released this collection, it was more of like a gray, and this is kind of like a muddy green.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Get a lot of compliments on that jacket, actually.
It's cool. It's this is like
Good hardware.
if you only were gonna have like one piece of light outerwear,
Yeah.
you could do a lot worse than this.
Bottega on the wrist. This is a gift. These are Cutler and Gross shades, and the panties are Hanes boxers. Sipping on a clean canteen of Lower East Side's finest.
I kind of went mag mode from the dick down, kind of intentionally. Some boots today. They are from Second Layer. I have on Levi's 501s, the only jeans that mag wears. My socks are Manresa. The Dick Dangle belt is Mon Italy.
How long? Extra long?
No, about average. This is about average.
Yeah, about 4.5 inches.
Yeah. The tank top is from Cortez. The shirt, which Mag loved and asked me to do ID for him, was Carter Young. The hat is Otto 958. Rollies on the wrist. Wedding ring is on the fingy. Wifey's on the pinky. Chrome is on the other hand. I have he was really curious about Zyn. I don't want to spend precious airtime talking about Zyns with people, so I might need to keep them in a pocket moving forward because it's just begging for someone to be like, what the fuck is the deal with these, you know? It's distracting is my point.
You are constantly shoving them into your gullet. Very infrequently, though, do we have guests that have been living under a rock for 2 years that aren't aware of what Zyns are.
That's true. Or the Rizzler.
Yeah.
Let's get the Rizzler on Zyn, dude. The collab of the century. If my kid was the Rizzler, he would be zinned out from dawn till dusk.
The Zinler?
Yeah. Well, we got our title, the Zinler. We can take notes.
I don't know how to.
What do you mean?
Where do I do
You just
that?
literally write down anywhere the Zinler.
Oh, because you do the afters title.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's not great.
Well, it's Plan B. Shout out Brad Pitt. That's his production company, which is hilarious.
Wait, really?
Plan B.
Oh my god, popping Plan B's like Perkies.
Woo. My hydro flask is full of the Lower East Side's finest as well, and my panties are Supreme Hanes.
All right,
we're gonna do that.
Get into the afters. I think first thing to comment on, the first and most obvious thing, Larry and Jimmy had a little woe reversal. Wow, we did the driving today.
Why do you have to make it seem like it's a make-a-wish?
I don't know. We did this, I think, for a few reasons. One is that this was semi-last minute, and we had kind of had to slot it in during like a super busy time. And I was like, yo, if we do it the normal way, I'm not going to have time to like do the run of show, the intro, etc. Because this is a movie guy.
We do brain dump together.
For 10 minutes.
Edit the run. Come on, dude. I feel like you're downplaying the process that goes into making sure these interviews have no downtime and are insightful and hilarious.
For 25 minutes.
Okay.
The process is brain dump.
Book, brain dump.
Book, brain dump. Book is the hardest part usually.
Yes.
Do you smoke weed?
Yeah.
Book, brain dump. Edit the flow. And just like lock the run of show where it should be such that like, and I tell the guests that are when they're nervous, it's like, yo, the conversation's already happened.
Yeah.
Like, you are just a vessel.
You are.
You're like Blade. You're just a vessel.
Your white man can't jump.
Yeah. The conversation has already happened. The run of show has already been discussed.
Yeah.
The conversation has like followed the flow that has been put together. And then intro.
Deftly.
Yeah.
I might add.
And then we do the damn thing. This week we did a little wall reversal because I was like, yo, with the timing, I'm literally not gonna be able to do the stuff that I need to do, or the parts that I contribute. Lawrence, because there's a movie guy, and because you had seen the screening, luckily I did get to watch a screening over the weekend at home on my iPad because I couldn't figure out how to AirPlay to my TV. That was annoying.
You watch on your iPad?
Yeah.
Just like Scorsese and Mag intended.
Come on, bro.
But we're only worse would be Apple Watch or your phone, I guess.
I was Dunkirk on my iPod. Yeah, so Larry drove.
Yep.
How did it feel?
The only thing that I was nervous about was reciting the intro and trying to nail it in one take like you are wont to do. I've said this to you, and I'll say to the audience. It's like you set the bar very high. It is a signature of the program. And
program?
Yes. And
is that how you pronounce it?
No, that was I don't know why I'm like doing an inside joke. That was making fun of a teacher I went to middle school with, but I don't know why.
Oh, sick.
It's a little deep cut, like from Rampo Ridge Middle School.
Oh, I thought it was like because you pronounce like pogrom.
I had a teacher that said actually he was a history teacher in high school actually, and he said program instead of program, which is hilarious.
You know what pogrom is?
A pogrom? No. What is
it? Is It's an Eastern European word. It's basically like a slaughtering of Jewish people, typically in like
I should know.
Slavic Russia areas of the world, which is
Latvia.
happened quite frequently. Some would argue still happens to this day. I'm not saying that, but you might. I don't know.
Huh. I was going to say,
and then so that's pogroms. It's like a word. It's basically just like a ethnic cleansing of Jewish people.
Oh, maybe I do know this. I don't know. I was going to say it sounds like a leaned out pilgrim.
And it's a big reason of why modern Zionism came to be, because there were a lot of pogroms in 19th century Eastern Europe, Russia.
They tried to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds that would only end up doing the exact same thing. I said it because I can. Okay. Driving. So I was nervous to do the intro. Like my heart, like I was jacked up and I was nervous. Now, whether or not it sounded great in the moment, felt good. The driving of the show is easy. We just kind of like, I can ask a question, then we throw to you for the follow-up, and we kind of go from there as we normally do the other way around, week in and week out. But yeah, that intro, writing it, not that, I mean, listen, I'm not trying to say like this is as even good as what James would do on the regular. Writing that wasn't that hard. I tried to do my own kind of way. No D's nuts, no real alliteration, more kind of like some rhymes and some bars. IG caption mode, Larry, I would say. Only
when you're rapping on Instagram.
Yeah.
Hermes link, purple drink.
Something like that, yeah. Like, I'm a leaned out pilgrim. I'm a pogrom. But when I rapped, not that I blacked out because I'm like reading because I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, my heart was busting through my Carter Young, dude. What did you think first of the intro, just on face value? Did it go hard?
Yeah, it was a lot of kind of like rapping, like rhyming versus like, I guess more
puns
in like the pun or like, jokey realm.
Yeah.
It was long. You did a good job of speaking slowly, because that's something where I always fuck up is I speak too fast.
No, I want it to be deliberate. And then I think it's long because I basically ended on a spoiler alert. Hopefully you're going to see Opus, not really spoiler, some of the nicknames from the movie. Because there is an element of our intro, not that Mag is even remotely referencing us. I'm just saying there's a part of the movie where
motherfucker it's like he wrote it. Motherfucker rip a ticket because this brother's fucking sick with it.
Sick with it. Yeah. Wait, do you have a favorite line?
The Wizard of Wiggle? No.
Of ones that I wrote.
The Black Stanley Kubrick. Like,
you wax stands chew dicks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a bar.
Yeah.
Don't hurt yourself.
What?
Don't hurt yourself trying to.
No, there's just a lot here.
No, I know.
Don't be surprised when it makes your bitch disappear.
Mix the Opus with the hocus pocus. That's movie magic. Don't be surprised when he makes your bitch disappear.
The Drake fucking with A24.
Classic.
I guess the Alec Baldwin one.
Yeah. I mean,
he must be Alec Baldwin that he's killing it on set.
That was the only one that I not ran by JB, but I was like, this is an obvious funny one that like everyone will get. And she laughed. And I was like, okay, that'll definitely stay in.
Great.
Yeah. And then in terms of the show, yeah, I thought it was pretty. Listen, this is just my opinion. I love potting with Mag, and I'm so happy that he's back, my babies, because it felt like kind of F you.
So why do you keep saying that? Why is that?
Because he gives it, and then we can give it back, and it's like a different type of. It's not combative because we're all friends. We've known each other forever, and he says so much on the show. It just, to me, it felt like it was just a different vibe, or I don't know. I like it. I like that. I want to be called a
more combative,
swagless, no pussy getting genius.
Oh, but I think you call that yourself that.
I called us that. Yeah. I synthesized his words.
Yeah. I think the driving was good for, first timer. I'm not trying to downplay this. I'm not. And I'm not.
Also, no, we shouldn't be trying to upsell it either, because this is not that crazy, and maybe will happen again.
Maybe. I think when it's movie folks, it makes sense.
I'd love to get more directors on the show.
I think that there are times where I'm just like, where's this like, okay, this is constructive criticism. I feel like the flow was kind of like interrupted a few times where it's like, oh, we're jumping around as we were wont to do. And maybe I skipped ahead and asked a question subconsciously that I may have known was there, maybe didn't, but just like the conversation dictated that. And then a few times you're just like, question, answer, new question. Like, it just was a little.
We were just working with what we were getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. I think,
great episode. Fucking Mag killed it.
Yeah, Mag is fantastic.
It's hard to do anything at 9 a.m.
Yeah,
which
dude.
was the only time that he was able to fit in 2 hours.
Apparently.
He's on another podcast right now, but I'm
Yeah.
sure that's not a 2-hour conversation.
No. Yeah, honestly, my one piece of constructive criticism is you do a great job of editing it down. This was too many questions. I mean, you can see there's a lot redded out here that we didn't get to, which is fine because like not everything needs to be touched on. We definitely need to ask what if he's going to beat up Frazier or not. But outside of that, there's nothing that's like necessarily like concrete and has to stay in. The potting at 9 a.m. thing, have we ever potted this early ever?
We did Zoom pod at 7 a.m. with George Russell.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, you know how that one turned out, guys.
That was fine, but that was great
Kidding.
because we got to just wake up and be at home.
Oh, totally. We had
Commuting on the subway at 9 a.m. or at fucking 8:15 a.m. like a wage slave. Oh, kill me.
I don't know how y'all motherfuckers do it.
I don't know how y'all do that 9 to 5 shit.
Yeah.
Legit, I had to let one train go past because it's too packed. I had to
Wow.
elbow my way onto the next train, elbow my way off because the exit's on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah. Today, actually, you know what?
Just motherfuckers breathing on you.
Today was a domino effect because not only I'm waking up. I set my alarm for 6:30, guys. That's crazy. So I could get here with enough time to set up, which is one
What's
of the
your
things
morning
that I do.
routine?
My morning routine. Okay. My morning routine is, all right, set your alarm today. Set the alarm for 6:30, snooze 4 times.
Really?
Yeah. Get out of bed, have a coffee, brush my teeth, first Zin, shower.
Are you zinning in the shower?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Just like a shower beer, but drugs.
But at 7 a.m.
Yeah, but you know why? After coffee is really great.
Okay.
It's just like having a cig after coffee. Like there's certain times, like the best cigs.
Do you zin after sex?
Oh my God. I shouldn't say this. This is mad funny. Most recently, the last time I made love, I had to be like, I had to quickly pop.
Ew.
She died laughing. So
Oh.
it kind of worked. It
Wow.
was charming.
What a magical Valentine's Day. 2 weeks ago. That's
No.
the joke.
No. Man, was it? No, it was after Valentine's Day. I just have so much, contrary to what Mag would have you believe, I have so much sex I can't remember.
What a beautiful President's Day.
And then
That's disgusting. And what was did she notice?
yeah, she laughed. What I'm saying, it was like kind of funny and charming versus like, well, I definitely was trying to sneak it, but she was like, "Did you just?" Yeah. No, the best cigs are always in the morning, and then after coffee, after food, after dessert.
All right, so
Honestly,
you shot-
after drinking,
So you're sitting in the shower.
Yeah.
Then you get dressed.
then I do my hair and my little skincare routine, which is I have a spray that I use out of the shower, and then just like a cream, and then I iron, get dressed, pack up. Oh, walk the dog.
Okay.
And then hit the fucking platform like a wage slave, as you said.
I gotta say, waking up I wake up early.
Mhm.
I wake up at 6:30. I wake up between 6 and 7.
No alarm.
I'll set an alarm if I have to wake up.
Mhm.
Monday, I was meant to wake up at 6:30 to go play tennis. I accidentally set my alarm for 6:30 p.m., but I woke up at 6:30, 7 a.m.
Damn.
I will say, when you have to immediately go to work, because I'll wake up early, but then have my morning and work out and shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do
When
gym
I
in the morning too. Not today.
having to go straight to work, I kind of this morning I was like, you know what? I fucking understand the appeal of maybe being a uniform dresser,
Oh,
where you don't have to give it because for us it's we prioritize that, right? We
Yeah.
take the time
for sure.
to put together a fit, whatever. Try new shit out, etc. Try different combinations, whatever. Commensurate with the weather, with just how you're feeling, with what you got on deck. This morning I was like, fuck, I wish that I just had a go-to just thing.
Yeah.
Not luckily. I think intentionally I had kind of thought of
Same.
I wanted to do this
Mhm. You had
combination.
half of it done.
And then it was just all right, what are the pants, shoes, and outerwear?
Sure.
And then I had to pivot on the outerwear because we were in the same exact shit. All right, my morning routine typically, atypically this morning, wake up, scroll, post promo on IG,
Mhm.
put in my contact lenses. I have to drink 20 ounces of coffee every morning
It's a lot.
because I have to shit. And I can't shit without that coffee.
Mm.
And literally, as soon as I fucking get a whiff of the beans,
Ooh,
that's all. Sometimes that's all it
it's
takes.
Pavlovian.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Read the news, scroll my phone while drinking the coffee, shit, brush my teeth, shower, get dressed, leave.
Did you do any of the doom scrolling, reading the news today?
Yeah.
Okay.
While I'm drinking the coffee.
What's
I
happening?
need to have that.
Right.
I need to build in, and this was what kind of sucks. I need to build in like 2 hours of like, or not 2 hours, maybe an hour of like making the coffee, drinking the coffee, pooping out the coffee.
2 hours. This will be waking up. I'm going to watch my first movie of the day, get settled in the flow of things. What's the big news story today?
Kind of I guess like the rift, like Macron meeting with Trump, the rift over Elon Musk's, what did you do this past week? Emails, and like Tulsi Gabbard being like, don't fucking entertain this retard. Sorry, autist. What else? Oh, can men wear white pants?
Whoa.
Did not click.
Who's that? Guy Trebay?
Vanessa Friedman.
Oh.
Vanessa, what's her name? Friedman?
Friedman.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the great director William Friedkin. Your French Connection joke was the funniest joke.
Thank you. He did the Sorcerer?
Sorcerer, not the.
Drop
the. It's cleaner.
Yeah. They have a sick movie poster. Yo, you should get the Latvian movie posters.
What? Oh, like the Latvian version of any movie.
Yeah.
Social Network.
Look at the Latvian movie poster for Flow. It's just a cat.
So I haven't seen Flow because I don't really like cats or animated movies. It's just really popular. It's nominated for best animated picture at the Picture. What a picture! Nominated for best animated feature film at the Oscars this year. Okay, so we commuted like wage slaves today. Oh, and then this is the other embarrassing thing, right?
Oh my God.
We had pretty substantial technical difficulties with the camera and the memory cards while Mag was here sitting waiting to record and to have those difficulties into a man who uses a camera professionally at a very high level.
Multiple cameras.
Yeah, does not make us
and we're
look good.
Is it the memory card? Is it the camera?
Where's the nearest Best Buy?
This little piece.
Oh my God,
See it, this
no
little
way.
piece is what broke off the memory card
The lock.
reader.
The lock.
Memory card reader in your bag, your tote bag somehow, right?
Yep.
And so the memory card reader is permanently locked. And then for some reason we could not find, we have spare memory cards, but these are only 1 terabyte memory card.
Yes.
The video files can get up to like 50 gigs if we go 2 hours.
And if for whatever reason we don't have video, now you know why.
Yeah. Although I'm pretty confident we have video.
I pray to God that we do because we need clips. We need mag clips.
Yeah.
We got mags and clips.
Yeah.
Slate the sticks. We got mags and clips.
But it was a little like, oh, welcome to our cool studio. We can't get the one camera to work.
Well, I don't think we're ever like, welcome to the cool studio.
People randomly are like, yo, can I come up and peep this too? And I'm like, no, it's not worth it.
or just people being like, yo, let me swing by? Like I was talking to Luke. Luke is going to be back in town from LA. He's like, oh, I'll swing by the office. I'm like, no, I'll come to you. Don't worry about it, bro. We're good over here. The boy room. It's our boy room.
Yeah. But that was embarrassing. But yeah, other than that, it was fucking great. And now we're done. We're done podcasting at noon.
Yeah. The biggest task of the day got it out of the way early. Still got work to do because we take this shit fucking seriously as professionals. Okay, let's talk about what do we want to talk about. We want to talk about John Malkovich. Do we want to talk about Opus? Do we want to talk about some interesting things from the show? I got some thoughts.
Opus is a lot of fun. John Malkovich fucking goes for it. And I mean, that's like got to be a dream role, right? For like a kind of like like a serious actor, but to just like be able to and he has a sense of humor.
Well,
John Malkovich.
I mean, he did a whole movie about basically himself.
Yeah, which was like a satire on the narcissism of like celebrity. And you could tell that he just was having so much fun.
Yeah.
Doing this, and like that alone is worth the price of admission.
Yes.
The one call and response scene that Mag talked about being one of the most kind of like difficult moments of the whole 19-day shoot, which like the more I learned about this movie, the more I'm just like, holy fuck. Like,
yeah, crazy.
How impressive is it that this 36-year-old dude that's been working on this for 6 years was able to, and he was being very like, not deflective, but I think he doesn't.
Humble to a fault?
No, I mean, I understand that we're not in his position, but from our perspective, we're like, yo, bro, that is so impressive that you were able to do this.
Yeah.
And he wasn't able to take it. Maybe he's just like, you know, like he kept being like, I'm flooded with emotion. I'm flooded with gratitude. Hopefully I do think that he deserves the respect and the admiration that he is getting. But that one scene, it reminded me of the one of my favorite YouTube videos of all time,
Real cinephile.
the Irish toast.
Oh, okay.
There's only one bar. A mile long.
I
Yeah.
think there's got to be. I assume that's like
Yeah.
the reference.
There's only one barmaid. For every man. Yeah. They didn't have pints. Only buckets. Yeah.
It's good. It's great. Is that at a wedding? Is like
I think
a
so.
wedding toast?
I went to jail. It was full of hookers. Yeah. They cost $5. I had a tenner. Yeah.
Wait, you have this shit memorized?
Well, because I was playing it for Terry and Chris in Uganda recently, and I think I have. And yeah, there was a plant. A hash plant. Yeah.
You were doing you were doing the real work in Uganda.
It had no leaves. I smoked them all. Yeah.
You should just.
And that's all there was. Till next week. Yeah. Ba, 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 da, ba, 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 da, da, da. You know that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the video.
It's fire.
That's a great scene. The listening party scene is fantastic. There's really
The music. I mean, we didn't really talk. We talked about the music a lot, but I didn't get to make the point where it's like you legit produced, directed like fucking banger music. And to have the gall. Okay, so the premise of the movie is that you have like the greatest musical artist of all time. Now has his like the greatest. He's putting out his first album in 30
magnum
years.
opus.
His magnum opus, and the music has to accurately reflect that. And we talked about this a lot. Employed the geniuses Nile Rodgers and the Dream.
Yep.
THA. John Shiv. And to even put out music that like has a semblance of believability.
Yes, right.
That
totally.
this is like some of the best pop music of contemporary times is so crazy, and it does fucking bang, and I cannot wait for the soundtrack to drop.
Yeah, and he actually made a great point when he talks about the Michael Jackson Invincible shit, because Dina Simone, the big hit from the 90s that was everyone's first ringtone, you'll see the movie, is like emblematic of like that era versus like the contemporary music on the magnum opus, which I won't ruin the title of what that record is called. You know, the songs like 35 millimeter and what the other stuff that Mag is talking about also then reflect like more contemporary sound. So it's even more impressive that it's like we need the hit song from the made up musical artist, the GOAT from 91, and then we need what the single would be in 2024 or 2025. Here's my thing. I, above all else, want to go to a movie. I want escapism. I want fun. This movie is fun. Like James said, is worth the price of admission. And if you are a John Malkovich fan, this is can't miss. I think if you're an Io fan, to see her as like, to do Final Girl, you know, in like a horror movie is really interesting as well. I love Juliette Lewis. I just like, it's impossible to be.
There's some moments where I'm just like, ugh, like I had to cover up my iPad. Just like, oh,
yeah, it's impossible.
It's fun in a squeamish fun way.
Yeah, for sure. It's impossible to be objective because it's a movie from Mag, someone who we've seen go from the bottom rung in menswear to, or even at Sid Mashburn before that, to an A24, backed writer director. I really hope he gets to continue to make movies. I think the potential and talent is there. And yeah, to me, this was, listen, I think that there's a casual listener of the show that's like, oh, they're doing shit around Opus Press. Do they get fucking Io? Which would be sick. Did they get Malkovich? Which would also be sick. But it's like, yo, no, we're going to sit down with the fucking brains, the guy who birthed this thing 6 years later, an old friend of ours. And I think it provides a lot of context to what I think was a really fucking interesting interview.
So are you ready to drive more?
Yeah.
Are you ready to do the work?
Yeah, I think, well, okay. Yeah. I don't like this reputation where I don't do work.
No one said that.
Am I ready to do the work? I was born ready, brother.
Of driving.
Yeah. I think it's fun. I would love to get to a point where I've done enough of I've recited enough of the interviews. One thing to write is another thing to fucking say.
Thursdays? This week's recording.
Oh.
Do you want to do it?
No. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Well, all right.
I'll just say this. It felt great, like waking up and just like, it felt different and kind of great. Just like
less pressure.
Having to just contribute to the brain dump.
Oh.
And just like wake up and you're like, time to get on the train, time to get a coffee, time to walk in.
blissful, naive, unaware Larry. You're so right, dude. I see what you're saying. I don't know. I think the pressure. I think that we could do. Listen, I know it's about having an interview that flows, so there's no dead air, and we have the best show possible. I don't think that means that we couldn't just riff out a good ass pod. I think we've done our 10,000 hours. The pressure, I think, is on the intro writer and reciter, dude. No, you're to you. That's fucking easy.
No, it's not easy.
No, okay, right. So I think that's what's stressful.
No,
making sure that the bars are up to snuff, and then that they're delivered, expertly, deftly on the mic.
Everyone drop a 5-star review of Opus on Letterboxd and a 5-star review of Lawrence's driving and intro delivery on substack.com or just throwingfits.com.
Yeah, I want to be up there with the greats, bro.
Yeah, you and Trimity. This has been another episode of the only podcast that matters. No, sorry, the only afters of the only podcast that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's early, or it was early. Now it's noon. Chef, take us out.
Later, guys.